Welcome back. Last time we left off with me getting a mithril axe, and here we are cutting some oaks and burning the logs for XP so that I can force spawn randoms in low-level wilderness. My goal is to get at least 2 randoms, and then we'll go back to the smithing grind, but you know, when you've been world hopping for so long, you just feel like doing something else for a bit where you don't have to constantly micromanage, and that does get kind of annoying. So here we are. Look at that. We got a teleporting random already. You know, it only took like 30 level ups, but here we go. Let's go ahead and play this. I don't think I've played this random on this account yet. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I've had any teleporting randoms at all, so this is kind of a new one for me. Sadly, this isn't the most useful random event, even though it is kind of fun, because it gives gems, and on this account, gems aren't really the most useful thing, unless I can get molds, which I may talk about later in depth. Crafting is basically a dead skill content-wise, although I can technically level it up if I can lamp up to 20. But I don't really see them adding a amulet mold or any mold to the wilderness, but, you know, you never know. The Jagex throws in some weird updates now and then, so occasionally they cater towards region-locked Ironmen, like Swampletics got his fishing net, and so did I. Alright, well that was a pretty easy event. Let's see, guess the gem, rubies maybe? Nope, emeralds, trash. I mean, I guess I could sell them to the general store or bandit camp store, but money doesn't really do much for me. But yeah, there we go. 1 out of 2. Let's stay here until we get at least one more event. Okay, I didn't know you could get clue nests on free-to-play. Do you actually keep the nest? Because that would be really weird. Okay, nope. Nope, you don't. I was about to say, I didn't remember them making birds' nests free-to-play. That would be a really odd item, and it would get botted beyond words. So I'm glad they didn't do that. If only beginner clues were useful. That's 40 woodcutting. Don't get me wrong about beginner clues. I would love to complete them, and their loot is absolutely phenomenal for this account, like ranged armor, pickaxes, etc. But I just can't complete any steps. As far as I know, I can't complete one. 45 fire making. And that's 45 wood cutting. It's honestly a little bit disappointing that there's no maples or willows or yews in the wilderness, because it'd be nice to have some goal to go for wood cutting. But I guess in the end, all it would be is better XP an hour, which isn't all that important for me. And finally, 50 fire making. I think this will be the last level of this grind for these 2 randoms, because if my timing is correct, we should be getting the next one in like 5 to 10 minutes. Something funny I noticed is that I always end up like 5 levels above woodcutting with fire making. Like no matter what I do, I'm always at a 4 to 5 level lead, just because fire making always gives so much more XP. It's like 50 to 70% more XP depending on what log you burn. But we also got 600 total with that, which is pretty cool for the memes. I suppose there's like 750 total worlds, which we might try and grind for eventually, but the 500 total worlds are already nice enough. Well, we got our second event, but sadly it was not a teleporting random. It was just the mysterious old man, so kind of boring. But hey, we got our 2 randoms, so I guess it's time to head back to the smithing grind to clear up those last 4 levels to the mithril scimitar goal. Conveniently enough, the steel plate leg spawn is very close to the gold ore spawn, so I'm just going to snag these real quick for a little extra defense while we lose aggro from the spiders. 52. Remember that mace I got from an ice giant a while back? Well, now we could just straight up make one. So if for some reason I need like a prayer bonus build, I could make a mithril base, which gives a few prayer bonus points. I don't know why. Why did they make it so that maces give prayer bonus? Like, monks don't use weapons. That's what I'm confused about. But hey, I'll take it. Considering my limited prayer gear, it's not the worst. 53. We're getting so close to 55. I think I'm about 5 hours of training away from 55 right now. But this level unlocks the Mithril Med Helm, which isn't super great, but I guess it's a really lightweight helm, and it's kind of like a hybrid helm. It's better than the Steel Full Helm, but sadly it's not even close to the defensive bonuses that a Rune Helm provides. Okay, I'm really excited about this level up because at 54 smithing, we can make mithril swords, which means we don't ever have to kill moss giants again for a mithril sword. Because the drop rate for them is like 1 in 64, but now we could just go to Chaos Dwarves, kill like 10 to 20 of them because the drop rate's 1 in 10 effectively for a mithril bar, and make our own mithril sword. So this is a huge one in terms of like rebuild speed. So just having this unlocked is really awesome because now it's going to take like 5 times less time to get our swords back on average if we need to get a mithril sword for some reason. But yeah, really exciting level. This is the whole plan's coming together now because the whole point of smithing is that I can rebuild these items that are really hard for me to get. And this is kind of the first step in that. Oh my gosh, 55 smithing. We are done for now. 55 allows us to make a mithril scimitar, and that is my current best in slot melee weapon. I am now able to make a weapon beyond what I can get from monster drops in the wilderness. And that is thrilling. I am super excited. I'm just going to finish off these gold ores, and I guess we'll set up to go get some mithril bars. Let me tell you guys my current plan. So now that I can make a mithril scimitar, I have access to a very good weapon without much rebuild time. So what that means is I can risk it. It's not a big deal if I lose it because it'll take, I don't know, 30 minutes to get it back. No big deal. It beats having to farm a mithril sword for like 4 hours. So it's really easy to get the weapon back. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Greater Demons, and we are going to try and get a Rune Full Helm or a Mythkite or Addy Legs. So basically any of those 3 drops are phenomenal pieces of equipment. I'd like to get them all, but I'd probably stop at 1 or 2. So that's kind of the plan. If I die, we just make a new mithril scimitar. We go back and we just flick protect from melee over and over until I get the drops that I want, and then we bail out of there. And then we have this awesome melee equipment that we can do some long-term training for random events without having to consume a ton of food. Awesome, we're only 10 kills in. I've already gotten a muddy key, so that's 1 bar down. If we get really lucky with these, I'll probably stay until I have enough for 3 bars so I can make a med helm out of the 3rd one. Whoa, 3 kills later, we already have a 2nd key, so we're definitely staying for a 3rd bar worth of materials. This is some pretty good luck so far. It makes me very optimistic. If I die, I can come back and farm these in not much time. Well, apparently the game really wants to give me keys, so I got the message. I'm destined to go to the lava maze. That's fine with me. Alright, so I think we'll head there now, and we'll probably pick up a steel plate body on the way, and earth staff, and just the general gear. Alright, we're here. I don't think I've ever opened this many keys in one trip on this account before. That's a good sign that the steel plate buddy's here. I'm glad to see that because it means that no one's hopping around. Alright, so let's open these up and see what we get. And this demon's going to be a problem. I guess we'll just open it. Yeah, you can't actually open it by just clicking on it. You have to like use the key on it. That's weird. But yeah, that's some pretty good loot. We also get those anchovy pizzas, and man, I wish I could use those rubies, but sadly we can't use them. But we got the bars we need, so let's go ahead and head back and smith those weapons. I'm really excited about this. Maybe you guys aren't, but like one of the main goals I thought about when I created this account was Mithril Scimitar. Like that's something I've always wanted to make a weapon better than I could get on my own. So, Mithril Helm Smith, let's make the scimitar. Yes! That is so exciting. Oh man. I'm speechless. I really am. This is like my ideal version of RuneScape now, where I'm making, like, you use skills to make weapons and armor better than what you can get in the environment. And that's just cool to me. Like, that's how I want to play, and that's legitimately the reason I made this account, was the cool aspect of rebuilding stuff, as well as being able to make your own tools and equipment and weapons that are superior than what you can get in the environment. But look at the sword go. It is an absolute beast of a weapon. I don't know if I've gained a max hit from wielding it now. I'll have to double check and do some math on that, but we're probably close to a new max hit compared to the old sword. I've come to Dark Wizards real quick to gather some runes to cast Snare, because that saved our butt last time we were in a dangerous area, and I want to make sure that, we're not just throwing our life away. I have kind of a contingency plan if we get attacked one-on-one. But we're not going to use the steel plate buddy anymore. I actually decided it's probably better for me to just wear wizard's robes, because they give us magic offense, which makes us snare more frequently. And we're going to be using Protect from melee on demons anyway. There's no way we're going to be tanking demon shots just outright, because they hit like 10s. So no thanks. But I'm just going to use up the rest of these runes that we got while I was farming these nature runes. And I think the next step is fishing, and then we are ready to go to Greater Demons. Thrilling, but quite dangerous. 35 fishing. Okay, I wasn't prepared to get attacked as I was preparing to go to a dangerous area. This is odd, but at least we have snares. I'm glad I got them first. Let's see if I can set this up. And get out of here. I'm going to chomp on these pieces just to make sure. But man, snares are just so good. I'm getting pretty confident with being able to run away with them. And yep, we're done. See you later. 55 strength. That's really nice, because in 2 levels, we can hit a 9 with the Mithril Scimitar in any attack style. So that means we can train attack and defense a bit more efficiently with this new weapon. But yeah, I had to make a pit stop here to get some more nature runes, because we used some in that last snare escape. Alright, we are heading to the most dangerous place in the entire wilderness in free-to-play, and that is most definitely the Greater Demon spot, because PKers love to camp out here. But you gotta have some risk to get these really rare items on this account. But the plan is I'm going to use up these runes I got, because I got like 200 casts of Earth Bolt. So that'll get us a handful of kills, and then we'll swap over to melee kills, and we'll try and sit in a safe spot where hopefully not many PKers will see us. Oh, okay. That's Addy Lakes. That's one of the 3 drops we wanted, and despite the fact that it's only been like 5 kills. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. The only problem is I don't want to duck out of here yet. Like, I'd rather get the Rune Full Helm than anything else. But hey, one of the 1 in 128 drops has been knocked out, so we'll see if we can get lucky. I'll be pretty upset if we get killed with the Addy Lakes now, because I really want to keep them, but there's not much I can do. I kind of have to just keep risking, and if we die, we just come back and farm these again. So, oh well. We are officially out of runes, which means we are switching to melee now, which also means the risk factor has gone up tenfold, because if you're safe spotting with mage, you can log out immediately if you see someone come by. But if you're in combat with melee, you cannot. You have to wait at least 10 seconds, and by that time, there's probably going to be a small team on you and in multi who are just going to pile you and destroy you. So we'll see. I haven't seen anyone yet so far, so I'm hoping this time of day I'll get lucky and we'll make it out of here without any trouble. I was not expecting to see my genie friend here today. It honestly scared me to death, because I thought someone like logged in next to me. But I can't use this lamp yet until we're out of combat, so I'll have to kill this demon first. There we go. Let's use this on mining and see what we'll get. 7 mining. Oh, that's thrilling. I think we're like 2 lamps away from the next level, but we're making steady progress. In fact, grinding for randoms is mainly what I'm getting this melee armor for, so we've already gotten a little head start by getting a genie in the process of getting that gear. Oh my gosh, we actually got the rune full helm. Yes, this is the max melee helm we can get ever. Ever, ever, ever. It doesn't matter if we get 99 smithing. This is it. Oh boy, yeah, we're getting out of here. We're not hesitating. We're just gunning it because I am not risking this. We have 2 out of the 3 super rare items, and honestly, these are probably the best 2 because I can get a comparable shield. So missing out on the mithril kite isn't a big deal. Oh man, look at that gear. That's actually pretty good. Like, we got a mithril item, an addy item, and a rune item. So pretty good stuff. Those are some hefty defensive bonuses as well. I'll have to check that out later. But yeah, let's do it in a place where we're a bit safer. I hate to risk stuff by going in the lava maze, but this is somewhat safe. We're just going to telegrab this plate body, and now we have a full set of armor. In fact, we have the 4 highest tiers of armor in different pieces, which is kind of funny. But dang, that looks pretty good. We actually have like a full set of armor for once that is not total trash, but it's like half trash. Last but not least, to complete our armor set, I want to hunt down the mithril square shield, which we never got from Chaos Orbs during the bronze bar grind. But now that I'm heavily armored, I could actually like AFK kill these and not use an exorbitant amount of food. So we'll see if we can get lucky and not spend, 200 kills here. You should be able to tell how long I've been here given the number of keys and bars of inventory. It's been a while. We've killed close to 100 of them. And sadly, no drop despite it being, I think it's 1 in 128. So I guess we still have a few more of them to kill before we're at the drop rate. But I have run out of food, well, as much as I'm comfortable risking, because I want to keep some food on me at all times in case I get PK'd in this crazy gear. So we're going to have to go back and get another batch of pizzas and come back for a second trip. And don't you worry, I'm not wasting these mithril bars. I am going to smith them because it's literally free XP, but I am going to be dropping the keys because I really don't want to risk going in the lava maze with this good a gear. Sadly, I mean, that's another 7 bars, but that's only like 350 smithing XP total, and that's like a few minutes of goldsmithing. That is 60 attack. It is crazy to think that I've gotten this far with just mithril weapons to train with. Oh, 150 kills later, finally we get the shield. That took a while. We weren't super far over drop rate, but man, that was a lengthy experience there. Thankfully, it's really nice in AFK. With heavy armor, you don't really use that much food. So I was like doing other stuff pretty much while I was killing these things. But I think that's where we're going to end the episode today. We are fully melee geared. Next episode, we will see just what we're going to do with that melee gear. So see you guys in the next one.